feel.
Hey, Phil, the marshmallows still gonna swell up, right?
We still talking about these marshmallows?
We still talking about it.
Come on, man. I'm not trying to hear that no more.
We gonna hear about it.
We're not.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, okay.
Hey guys, settle down. Let's save it for the show.
It's just about to get real.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Real Spill 601, your favorite sports show. You have me, your host, Yuan Nichols, and we got the regular crew, man. Real Spill Field to my left, Larry Legend to my right.
Yay.
That never gets old, man.
Eric and Jordan. Motion man.
We got a 3-segment show for y'all today. We cutting it short today. 3 segments. Will not be an HBCU swag segment today, but we got some things to talk about, guys. Got some things to talk about. You know, got to correct some errors.
Yeah,
you know,
we do got to correct.
Got to hold some things accountable. That's what we do on this show.
Keep it real spill now.
Yeah, we keep it real. Real spill. Go ahead and get right into it. As you guys know, it's still March Madness. The Final Four is now upon us, both in women's and men's. Many surprises have been made and many brackets have been broken. Guys, let's just go and get right into it. We already had made picks earlier, but I want to ask you guys now, what are your revised picks? And we're going to go ahead and do the girls too. What are your revised picks for both Final Fours?
Well, I'll go ahead and start off with the boys and hold myself accountable. I did have Alabama going to the Final Four, and I had them winning it all.
That you did.
And they got put out. Those did Alabama. I mean, I don't know what made me believe in them, but they failed me. And so now, with my revised picks and me just looking at it from the big picture and not trying to, focus on one team, you got Florida Atlantic and going against San Diego State. I like Florida Atlantic over them right now.
Just say who you gonna win it all.
Just say who I got.
We got on him last show.
Okay.
Picking matchups.
I was gonna do it just like that too, Phil.
We got on about doing matchups. Let's just get into it.
Who I got winning it all this year? Man, that's so tough.
Miami pretty good too.
The winner.
Some people got the U winning.
Honestly though, okay, let me just keep it real. You gonna hate me for this, but I feel that UConn the best team right now. I hate to say it. I tried to avoid it at all costs. I tried to avoid it. But if we just being honest, the winner of that game, the winner of the Miami UConn game is gonna win it all out of the boys.
We already know who you right.
They already set it up. For
it's a dogfight though.
Because if we just being honest, I thought UConn was gonna be playing Florida Atlantic, and then Miami would be playing San Diego State for it to be a matchup where you got UConn versus Miami. But that's not the case this year. They got to meet each other in the Final Four. I see that the winner of that game is going to win it all for the boys. Now, as far as the girls, I said it from the beginning, I'm still sticking beside them. LSU all the way. We play Virginia Tech. Honestly, it's an even matchup. If we just being serious, they got a center that averages double-double.
I thought they play Iowa.
No, they'll play Iowa. Iowa plays South Carolina.
The only difference between Angela Reese and the center from Virginia Tech, Angela Reese, she plays at a way better level. Honestly, she averages like.
Yeah, I've been in some dogfights though.
She averages 10 more points. We like dogfights. That's what we built for. We built for the sticky situations. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people fold under pressure. Ask Utah.
Well, yeah, she airballed them free throws.
Okay, talk to me now.
But hey, for the boys, I'm going for the Cinderella team, FAU. They have 2 Mississippi boys in there. They have Mo Witherspoon and they got Elijah Martin, Pike County strong. And they got Janelle Davis has been balling. They on an 11-game winning streak. And they playing a tough San Diego State team that's also on an 8-game win streak. So that's going to be a dogfight of a game. And I see them playing UConn in the championship. The UConn Miami game is a toss-up. It's really a toss-up, though. But UConn been playing some. Hey, I had to give it young. They've been balling. They shoot green light.
Miami green light too.
But UConn, they ain't scared to shoot.
No, Miami not scared to shoot.
But
Okay, why are you going back at him if you pick UConn to win it though?
I said UConn, but then I said the winner.
No,
winner,
you can't-
hey, you know, Phil, he ride with that. You know, Phil ride with the
Okay,
ACC.
you know what?
You know, he ride. Hey, you know, he ride with the
Don't
ACC.
worry. I'm rocking with I like Miami.
I know, you know, he ride.
I
There we
think
go.
that's a better team.
There you go.
There we go.
You know, he ride with the ACC.
That's what we need.
You know, he won.
That's a
That's
better team.
Hey,
They got more shooters than you.
I am rocking with the Cinderella FAU.
They got way more shooters than you.
FAU Owls. But for the girls, you know, I've been rocking with South Carolina. You know, Coach Don.
You know I want to see them.
Yeah, payback, huh?
If they can get past Iowa.
Yeah, Iowa got some shooters, but hey, they gonna
got
set
one
up.
shooter.
Hey, I think they gonna freeze like Utah did. But South Carolina built for this. Coach Dunn, I like what she has her program going for, and they ready. And I hope they play LSU again. And that and man, you can just we can talk some.
I like that.
Yeah, I know. I like that too. And I hope your girls Reese. I like Reese now. Reese,
He think it's in his eyes.
hey, I like Tara Reese over there. She been balling.
Don't get to talking about my players now.
But I like the girl version of Mo3.
You gotta stop saying.
I'm talking about
No,
you know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
The one he be rapping.
No, tell us.
The guy better rap career than basketball.
Don't do that. She's starting as a freshman. Seriously.
Anyway, better career.
She's starting as a freshman.
Yeah, better career. Got more views on iTunes than Regia's points. So
She's starting as a freshman.
Okay.
She averages 9 points a game.
Keep it up. But we already know what her career is going to be at home. She's going to make more money with music than in WNBA.
No.
My God.
Hey, I'm not going to even let you disrespect her like that, bro, because if you think if you think she can't do both at the same time, you crazy because you have to be delusional to not be witnessing this right now. She got 2 popular careers.
Oh my God.
Hey, Days Low, you get your career revived through her. I'm telling you.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm telling you. Hey, I'm adding. We'll add you.
For that one, though. I can't even respect that.
Hey, I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real.
Wow.
Baby, you can ball, but you have a better music career than what you doing in the game.
Bro, you can make more bread.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Bro, you can't.
I am.
No, you totally disrespecting her game right now.
I watched when they got trumped against South Carolina. And then
That's one game. We lost 2 games.
I watched the game against Ole Miss and I watched the tournament
beat
against
Ole
Utah.
Miss.
I know. I'm just
So
saying.
what are you saying? See who?
I stand on what I said. Anyway,
This man don't know what he's talking about, man.
All right.
I can't respect it.
As far as
we was, hey, prove me wrong, but
We've been doing that this whole tournament.
Prove me wrong.
Your whole point is invalid,
we
bro.
see the justice though. We'll see the justice in 3-4 years. She's staying on 4 years, best believe. But hey, prove me wrong though.
oh my gosh.
Wow.
Make me come to Baton Rouge and see what you're talking about.
You ain't even gonna come.
I want to see Reese play.
No, you don't.
I really do.
Yeah, okay.
For the boys, if you watched the last show, you know who I'm rocking with when it comes to the boys. I'm rocking with UConn. Lacey had them losing the last time I was on the show. Phil, I don't know when he thought UConn was gonna lose.
They had to prove something to me. I had to actually watch them play.
You had an easy route till now, really.
We had an easy route.
No, they did.
We had probably the hardest route in these finals.
Who was your hardest game?
We made it look easy. That's why you say it was our hardest game.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
Arkansas was red hot when they played us. What we do? Cool them off, blew them out.
Gonzaga game surprised me. That
Drew Timme just came off a 30 and 20 game.
The Gonzaga game surprised me. Phil. I had to really watch
came off a 30 and 20.
Gonzaga the only one I say that. Okay,
And what did Drew score last against us?
Gonzaga and Arkansas were 2 teams that y'all made it look easy, but now y'all got Miami. They got 4 guards that's averaging more than 12 points a game. You're going to have to stop them.
We deep just like that,
They
bro.
got some,
What
they
I'm
got some
saying
tall
is,
guys
y'all
in
don't want
that
to go
rim
into a shootout with Miami.
Hey.
Y'all not a shootout team. It's either blowout, close game. It's a wrap.
They got some tall stretch guards.
Yes, I'm standing on it. I got Miami.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I got Miami winning.
Phil was telling me up and down how we couldn't even hold Gonzaga. So what he says, his credibility to me is shot right now. It's gonna have to show. Lily have to show me for me to believe whatever he's talking about, because I'm not listening to nothing he's talking about. I got UConn. I think Aaron Jackson, Andre Jackson. I think this is the game he go ahead and get the triple double. He been flirting with it all tournament. So I think this might be the game he go ahead and get the triple double.
He gonna have to do a lot more than that. I'm telling you.
Hey, we good. We got a lot of guys that can score. If you haven't noticed,
You got a lot of
guys that can put the ball in the
three
basket.
guys that can score.
But
one of them getting coached by Ray Allen.
we
Rudy Gay.
Do you not know what we got in the pipeline? You got Ray and Rip.
Man, we're not.
You got Rudy Gay.
Man, Rudy.
You can't legend. What?
Come on, bro. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
To the Final Four. A
We're not
legend.
gonna do
A legend.
that.
A legend.
He didn't win it.
But he didn't win it though. He didn't win.
Yeah, Kemba Walker. Man, you got legends.
Kemba, yeah. That's a legend.
Rudy, legend.
Shabazz Napier, legend.
Hey, you got Shopper Boy Jackson, Scotty Harrison.
But at the end of the day, though, I like UConn winning it all. I'm still standing on 10 toes down on my picks. Now, when it comes to the girls, I wouldn't mind if LSU wins. I like LSU. I'm really more closest to an LSU supporter. But I'm rocking with Iowa State. Iowa to win it all. I just 2 words. Caitlin Clark. I mean, what?
They gonna shut down like they did Kelsey Plum.
He's saying that, but they tried to shut her down last game. What'd she give him? 40. No, not just 40. A triple dub.
She gave him
a triple dub. A 40-point triple double. If she ain't shown, she's to me, in my opinion, she showed that she's the best college player in the tournament. Name me another girl that didn't drop that. 40, 11, and 12.
I cannot argue that she's not the best player in the tournament.
She a shooter now. She got strap.
40, 11, and 12. Let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen. That's what she dropped.
But now she got to play a team that has already been there.
That's cool.
Right.
Now if she beats South Carolina, then we can say, okay,
that's cool.
She's legit. Because it's a test right here.
You see, but what that triple double showed me is when you try to double her, she's gonna pass it. And she has teammates that know how to make open shots. That's all. She don't need nobody else to make tough shots. She gonna do all the heavy lifting. Once she get going, they might start off the game.
South Carolina got dogs gonna sit down.
They gonna start the game probably. They gonna probably start off the game blitzing her, trying to get the ball out of her hands. And that once if her teammates start going at the beginning, it's over. It's a wrap. Because once you give her man on man, she can't be covered one on one. It's over. She cannot be covered one on one. And when she hit the feeling it, when she touches the timeline is green light. That's literally what it is. It's green light. Steph Curry is on record telling her, I already know whatever she takes. I told her whatever she takes is not a bad shot. The greatest shooter in the world has given her that type of green light.
So that means
ain't nothing else you can tell her. I'm gonna keep it a stat.
She's shooting it from wherever.
I'm rocking with Iowa State. Iowa. I think at the end of the day, I think we seen the best player in college women's hoops this year, and I think she's gonna continue to show that she's the best player in college women's hoops. Because oh my goodness, 40, 11, and 12. I don't know how you.
I understand where you coming from, but I just think that that Iowa State is going to need more than just Caitlin Clark to beat South Carolina. South Carolina has weapons at every position. Zaya Cook.
Right.
Then they got the center.
I respect your opinion when it comes to college hoops altogether. But ultimately and honestly though, I feel like when it comes to college hoops, I think your heart is a little too much placed into most of these teams. Because you make it sound good, lay it all out. If it's the way they listen to you at the beginning of the tournament, or somebody listen to you, they think that Duke was going all the way. But what do they do? Like I said, I didn't have any emotion. I said Duke was going to be round second round, early exit like they always do.
Where you think your boy Caleb Love going?
I really don't know. But he come to the Huskies though.
He ain't coming to Duke.
But I don't know where he going. Honestly,
he left a real blue blood.
I don't think he want to go to Duke though.
No, I said he left a real blue blood.
Yeah, he left the real blue blood.
I don't know why he left.
He probably was trying to. He tried to be.
Why he left?
Why he leave?
We can't.
He lost to Duke twice after he just beat Duke 3 times in a row.
Right. Yeah.
The year before.
But I think he just
don't
wants
like losing.
I think he's trying to get his draft stock up. He's not trying to play that team-oriented basketball because when you get to those type of schools, it's a system you play with.
So he's not gonna go to Kansas.
It's not one-on-one type ball.
Green light guys.
He's gonna go somewhere maybe a little smaller. He's not gonna go to
I don't think he's going back into another school at that level. I think he's trying to get somewhere where he can go in and start dropping 30, 40.
He's just trying to hoop now.
Just go and get his draft stock real high before when he enters the draft. But I'm confident both my picks. Men's, I have no worry. I have no worry in my men's pick, and I'm gonna stand on it. UConn, rocking with it all day. Last time I was in the tournament, what we do? Win it all. So.
I can't wait to see, man. Miami.
Gotta follow our footsteps.
Don't let me down, Miami. And I know
he just switched up to Miami on the show, on the air. let's just make sure we remember that now. So let's see how much real faith he has in it.
It's a toss up for the boys.
You got two more. You got two more. You got 2 more times. FAU. Let's go. Let's keep going, baby.
Well, all right, y'all. After the break, we're going to the NFL. Another Lamar Jackson story, the Lamar Jackson saga. We'll see you after the break.
Looking for the hottest content in the city of Jackson and surrounding areas? Check out WeBelieveDigital.com. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We Believe Digital Podcast is here for all your podcasting needs.
The Mississippi Link is an African-American female-owned newspaper with a trusted voice that is highly respected throughout the city, state, and nation. Our motto, Keepers of the Knowledge for People Who Speak the Truth, since 1993. Link significantly influences the thoughts, attitudes, and buying decisions of its readers. Call us at 601-368-8481 for your advertising needs. If you would like to receive a newspaper in the mail each week, our annual subscription is only $52 per year. That is only $1 per week for you to stay informed regarding many stories that you can only get in the Mississippi Link. Sign up today at themississippilink.com and click on Home Delivery.
Welcome back, everybody. Moving to the Shield. Earlier this week, Lamar Jackson tweeted that he had requested for a trade from the Baltimore Ravens on March 2nd, and that trade request had not been fulfilled. He also stated frustrations on that the team was not really utilizing and giving him the amount that he felt like that he was worth. Guys, with all this recent news coming on and adding on to this Lamar Jackson saga, do you feel like that the Baltimore Ravens should honor his request and go ahead and trade Lamar Jackson?
I personally think it's up on Lamar Jackson what he want to do. Everything's in his hands, and we all know the Baltimore Ravens, and they tight. They tight with their money. Although they paid Joe Flacco back in the day, they want to see your full potential, and I feel like Lamar Jackson showed him his full potential by taking him to the playoffs, won the MVP. He didn't knock down barriers. He got drafted, the last person drafted in the first round, and proved the doubters wrong. And the Baltimore Ravens is being tight, and they have a franchise guy. Who else left other than Aaron Rodgers right now? Who you gonna have to keep this team going? Unless you start over and go in the draft and pick somebody, which is some pretty good quarterbacks in the draft right now. But still, you got to wait your turn to pick these guys. It's gonna probably be gone. If I'm Lamar Jackson, I'm still trying to negotiate with my Baltimore Ravens because he really don't. I feel like he don't really want to leave, but he has no choice but to leave because they don't want to give him his money, or they don't want to at least honor what he's willing to take. And right now, Lamar Jackson, who do you have to go to right now? He said he want to go to Bill Belichick and the Patriots, but you got Mac Jones. But I feel like, of course, you better than Mac Jones, but. And it's up to Bill Belichick if you want to, they want to talk to him. But I don't think the Patriots will pay him that type of money. We know how the Patriots is. But if I'm Lamar, who you gonna go to? The Colts? I don't know. Green Bay. We rocking with J Love. So shoot, it's either really Baltimore or nothing. So he just gonna sit out. Or he gonna take the franchise tag year and year, take the guaranteed money until he continue to show the Ravens that, hey, I'm like this, give me my money. I really don't know what to say, man. I hope he can reach the deal with the Ravens because he's that guy, and we all know he's like that. So continue to prove the doubters wrong, and I hope you get your money and reach some type of agreement with the Ravens.
Well, I got a couple questions for you. First, if Lamar Jackson was that guy, how come he hasn't finished his last 2 seasons?
I mean, I feel like this year he was betting on himself. Like, I feel like he could have came back in the playoffs, but
so he chose not to?
I feel like he chose not to this year.
So you think that if you was in his eyes and you chose not to finish the rest of the season,
but he didn't let that be known though.
Okay, he ain't gotta let it be known, but now it's out because he didn't already put it on Twitter. So now we gonna bring out everything. Now that you want to just hide this part where you say you requested for the trade March 2nd, but now you bringing it right before they got their annual press conference. So if you in his shoes, do you really deserve fully guaranteed money after some things you talking about? You betting on yourself, but you don't want to finish a season for your team to even have a chance to win the Super Bowl.
I mean, he already knew that just his first round against the Bengals. I mean, have the team banged up.
No, that don't matter.
mean,
if you the man, like you say, you the man. And he depends on his feet, not his arm.
But I also
he depends on his feet.
No,
yes, he depends on his feet.
He's versatile.
No. If we being honest, he's a one trick pony. He throws to Mark Andrews. Probably about. I'm gonna say
he got Duval. He got Baseman.
No,
come on, bro.
More than 50% of Lamar's passes is going to Mark Andrews. You can't name me another guy who got more targets, or at least half the targets.
He's always open.
Name another guy on the Ravens receiving.
He throws what to do with the D. He throws the Baseman. He got guys and he throws the ball to. But his number one guy is Mark.
No, Baseman not even receiving half the targets of Mark Andrews.
Okay, Mark Andrews always open.
If you put
the place is what? It's like me throwing the miles all the time. He was always open. You couldn't stop it.
It's not always open. That's the
you couldn't stop
it. You think it's open, but then it gets picked off time and time again. Ask me. That's why Steelers. I'm gonna go on record saying this: the Steelers were one of the first teams to prove that Lamar Jackson, he's not Superman. He's very, very, very much human. He's very much human.
But I feel like,
and then you made a real statement that I think was the only true statement I could honestly listen to is when you said it's for Lamar Jackson, Ravens or literally nothing. Because he really, if we've been honest, what does he have to offer? All these top teams, what type of quarterback do they have? Other than Patrick Mahomes, who he used his feet when he got to.
If y'all didn't have Kenny Pickett, y'all would love to have him.
No, we don't want him. We don't want him.
And maybe I start liking your team.
Wait, time out. Why would we take Lamar?
I'm just saying.
What can Lamar do? Would you
win games?
No, time out. Would you put Lamar Jackson on the Green Bay Packers?
Yeah, I would. Over Jordan Love, yes.
No.
Yes, I will. But when Lamar Jackson messed up 3 years ago when he had a chance to wait it out or reconstruct his deal, he should have did it then. And even though he's already taking an L in money, at least he has some guaranteed money throughout a contract throughout these years right now, so you don't have to worry about it till about 2 years from now. But he didn't do that. He bet on himself, and the Ravens saying, "Hey,
the plan failed for him betting on himself. He should have took the deal when he had a chance. Right now, he in a predicament where I feel like if he don't
a year-to-year basis,
if he doesn't do something now, I think he might sit out because." He requested a trade, and no other teams really been having serious talks. Maybe, I guess, the Patriots, but that might be the one team Bill Belichick take if he done like Mac Jones. But Lamar had to come to the Patriots as a backup. He's not starting.
He don't start? Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
You think Bill Belichick just gonna give up that QB spot like that?
He started over Mac Jones.
I don't think.
Are you kidding me?
I don't see that.
Mac Jones ain't like that, even though he went to a playoff game.
He's starting.
Don't see it.
Are you serious, bro?
Don't see it,
bro. That's buffoonery.
Say it.
That's foolery, man. Foolery. Like I said, if you didn't have Kenny Pickett, Mike Tomlin would have hit him up easily.
No. He don't fit our offense.
I think Lamar Jackson can pick it.
Right. With no weapons. Come on, man.
Don't get the ball.
That may be true, but I think Lamar Jackson over Kenny.
Are you kidding me?
An option with him and Najee.
Deontay Johnson.
No, they gonna figure that out. Cool.
You're good tight end. You guys
guys. The stuff that y'all talking about, y'all will run with this. He's tried this with the Ravens and it has failed. It has literally failed. The offensive play style that the Ravens are doing with Lamar Jackson is not working. It's clearly not working. Because he's getting injured too now.
Hold on.
No, you go ahead. I didn't want to do that anyway, but y'all made me do that. So go right ahead.
First off, though, I'm going to get this so I can go ahead before it look like I'm just bashing. He's won 78.9% of his regular season games. He's in the top 5 of all time.
Right. Ain't no defense helping. What defense he got?
Man, come on, don't do that.
What defense he had? What defense he had?
Ravens defense is always.
Miss me with that. that.
Come on, now, let's be real. Let's be real.
Hold on. The defense has
Humphreys,
he just
Come on, man.
The defense been legit, even except for the 1 year where they were all injured. But as far as Lamar, he is a winning quarterback when it comes to the regular season. We can't dispute that. But you know, my pickings is the playoffs. My pickings is here with the playoffs. But as far as this goes, should the Ravens request to trade him? I mean, that's on the Ravens at the end of the day. I'm gonna disagree with you on this, ladies. Talking about it's in Lamar hands. It's not in Lamar hands. So he said he requested a trade on March 2nd. It is
the 28th,
27th,
28th.
I think it's 27th. No, it's the 28th. 28th. So it's been about 24,
26
days since he requested a trade, and he's still like none of the information hasn't came out, and there has been no rumbling of him getting traded. So what does that mean? He has no leverage. He has no leverage. Whatever he's doing and whatever he's doing with his camp, well, clearly I've already been on the state that his representation is just not right. It's not working. I get he may not be trusting and all that when it comes to all that, and may not want to give up that 3% to a NFL PA certified agent, but he's gonna have to go and give up that 3% eventually, because what he's doing right now is not working. He's losing his money. But I just don't think he has no leverage. If I'm the Ravens, I played this perfectly. You over here sitting at me talking about you worth 200-something million guaranteed, which you are not. You're coming at me like that, so I'm like this. Okay, since you feel so strongly, I'm doing what's still in the best interest of myself. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna keep you on the back end, but I'm gonna let you go see. Go see if everybody else wants you and they think you guys hot. You all that in the back and shit like you think you are.
But which MVP haven't got paid other than Lamar Jackson right now? That's foolery right there too.
But also, I mean, for me though, first off, contracts are not based on what you have done, what you did, on what you've done in the past. Let's get that straight though. With a contract, when they give new contracts, it's for what they project you to do moving forward. That's what the contract is.
And he working his way for a contract.
Okay. Let's break this down. Like,
all pros,
all pros and all that. So it projected to that. But what else does his projection tell me? That it is a very high possibility that he may get hurt in every season of the year that he has on the contract. And if I'm giving him fully guaranteed dollars, that means there's a possibility that there may be a full season or half of the season where he sits out and he's still getting paid millions of dollars. Just like your boy Dak Prescott, like he's done the past couple years. He's been hurt every season now, missed about 4 to 5 games a year.
To the playoffs.
Yeah, and he's sitting here collecting dollars, and he's not getting it done in the postseason either, which is also what I want to get into. Lamar Jackson also has not got it done in the postseason. He threw an interception in every game that he has been in the postseason, and he hasn't won except for one game in his small functional career with the Baltimore Ravens. So what I'm saying is this: first off, he's overvalued himself. He overplayed the market. Now he's in a bind. He has misrepresentation that has made this business into where it's gotten very personal for him. So he decided to ask for a trade. But what he has not figured out yet, then this is why he's in this predicament. It is that he's not fully understanding what this business is going on, or what's really going on. The way he is, he's not really fully aware of what's really going on, what's really being said. He's just taking everything at heart and face value, and not looking at what the best interest is in both parties. Yes, I get you looking for the best interest of Lamar Jackson, which I think though you have to look at it kind of on the other lenses of being your bosses. As an owner, I'm not paying an employee who I know at every part of the year that they're going to be at some point in time miss a certain amount of time, and they don't get it done when it's time the most. They don't really get it done like that. I'm not giving you a salary where you're guaranteed this amount of money, and then you're already set to break the market when it comes to that with 200-something plus million. No, thank you. I feel like those sentiments I've said that over and over again. But we gotta stop looking at this as they're doing Lamar a disservice. They're not doing Lamar a disservice. They're doing it in the best eyes of them. And also, I want to say this: the Ravens, they not only they have all the leverage, they can get a trade for him though. If a team wants to, it's been rumors that the Colts may trade. The Colts can trade their 4th round pick and get Lamar Jackson. And what the Ravens can do is go and get a quarterback. But we got to stop thinking that the Ravens can live without Lamar. They were literally in a playoff game where it took a one last minute touch, and I'm a Joe Burrow fan. It took a one last minute touchdown for the Bengals to win that playoff game with a second string quarterback on the floor.
TJ Hurley.
Right. That's all I'm saying.
Tyler Huntley.
That's what the Ravens did without
They ain't the
Lamar
same
Jackson.
guy. Watch your mouth. Miss me with
the same guy.
They got beat your team. They got beat your team.
Are you sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
No, he didn't beat my team. You know he didn't.
Should have.
Huh?
Should have.
Oh, but what happened after that game?
I fumbled in it.
You want to talk about that? Let's talk about
He fumbled interception to win the game.
No. I ain't talking about the game no more. Let's talk about our wager we had on that game. Oh, okay.
But just one last point though, these situations are not similar just off of that. But you got to think about it like this: the Broncos now they're locked in with Russell Wilson. The reason they can't trade off him, they really cannot trade off him for about 3 years because they're locked in on him, and the dead cap money that they will hit would be even worse if they would have released him. So he's really tied to them for 3 years. So the Ravens could be in that same situation where he gets hurt. And we know that his game is mostly relative to his athleticism. So if this next injury causes him to lose athleticism and he becomes not as productive as he was in recent years, they're stuck with him for a couple of years. And the dead cap money, they're locked in on him for a certain amount of years, and they got to figure out how to even kind of somewhat be competitive with this guy, knowing that you really, in all have a dud at quarterback. So you got to think about all those type of things with it, because it's not like he's asking for a 1 or 2 year deal. He's asking for a 4 or 5 year deal where he's locked in for the next 4 to 5 years. He's already 26 years old of age. So by end of that contract, he'll be around 30, 31 years old of age. Are we even sure that he will still even be that same type of player at the age of 30, 31?
And I can tell you right now, he won't.
I really don't feel like it's a hard possibility he might not. It's Lamar Jackson. I don't think with his play style is going to be a 15 plus type year quarterback type career.
If Lamar Jackson had
but I understand why he's trying to go get his money. It's because his game is like that. But trying to break the market, I think he overplayed it and overvalued the market.
He did it too early. I think Lamar needs to still show more.
But and this is another guy that overvalued the market. C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He got signed to if you notice, he got signed to the Detroit Lions for only $9-some million for 1 year, which is a prove-it deal. What he decided to do was because he overplayed the market, asked the Eagles for too much money, and they let him hit the market. A lot of teams weren't whatever his asking
the Eagles
price
picked
was.
up and got another guy just as good as
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. This is the NFL.
The Eagles still loaded now.
They lost a lot of key pieces.
They lost a lot.
But anyway,
you want to be an Eagles fan?
Nah,
Eagles fan?
No,
right?
No,
man.
But anyways,
you know who run Pennsylvania though.
But
man,
as far as
Wisconsin, my boy.
As far
it's
as
only two teams in Pennsylvania.
He overplayed the market, and so he had no choice but to just go ahead and take a 1 year deal and just try to hit the market again next year. That's just what he can do.
And that's really
so. What Lamar should do is sit tight. Either take that franchise tag, take that 30, 40 plus, that 40-something, 44-something million guaranteed dollars, and sit on that. Okay,
yeah.
Sit on that and see if you can break the market next year. That's his bad.
But he literally.
This is smart, David.
Honestly though, but if I'm the Ravens, I'm gonna keep franchise.
This is because the value gonna start to going up.
It's cool. I'll keep franchise tagging him.
He has at some point the Ravens have to tell him straight up, look, if you don't show us something that can say, okay, we're going to give you that 100-something guarantee.
I wouldn't give it to him regardless.
You ain't getting
it. Terrible contract. I'm not giving him no.
In 3 years, his boy got to do the same thing. So to prove, because right now he ain't made no playoffs, and I don't think he gonna make a playoff. He gonna be riding the borderline and say Tomlin.
You know Kenny Pickett, he did not play a full season though. He didn't play a full season.
I'm not gonna let him feel it.
No.
The day I give him a contract extension, y'all gonna be stuck with him too, and that's not gonna be good.
You like Kenny Pickett.
That's a whole other situation.
Like I said,
if
you got his borderline Tomlin on the verge of making 150%.
Next season, I want to hear the same kind of. You know what I'm saying? Y'all saying Kenny.
The only thing that y'all might be better than is the Ravens in that division.
He ain't gonna make no leap. He's not gonna make a leap like Trevor Lawrence. He's not gonna make a leap like that.
He's not Trevor Lawrence.
Hey, Say what you
maybe
want.
decline like Baker Mayfield.
Say what you want. Say what you want. Wait till we get on that field. We're gonna let the field do the talking this year. I ain't gonna do too much.
I got Jordan Love more.
I already told y'all the Steelers are going to finish either first or second in our division this year. I already told y'all that before we find out about
with the Browns with forcing Deshaun Watson.
Most definitely. And guess what? Don't ask Deshaun Watson what the Steelers did to him when he was playing with the Texans. Back pocket, just like Lamar. Back pocket, just like Lamar.
What was his O-line ranked at every time he played?
Okay, he basically got the same O-line for Cleveland, if not better. And what we do the last time we played him?
Better O-line. He just got back.
What that mean?
So
y'all had expectations that he was going to blow us up. Now it's excuses for him, but when we play against him, y'all had them beat us.
Don't misconstrue words.
And y'all had Deshaun Watson saying he was going to have a good game.
Don't misconstrue words.
Come on now.
I didn't know that they were. When I first made that statement, I did not know they was going to give him an 8-game suspension. I didn't know he was coming out of 8 game without.
We knew he got a full season this year.
I thought he was getting like 4 games. That's what I thought they were going to give him about 4 because he already served and I said he served a suspension really the year before. But he came in the halfway point of the season.
I see y'all finishing
most
4th.
Most teams at half point, they got their chemistry locked in.
No, I see y'all finishing 4th.
I promise you, we can bet right now, and I'll bet my whole check. I swear I will.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I finished.
Come on, let's bet.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be surprised if I finish 4th.
Either one of us can bet. Either one of us can bet.
I don't really see.
I bet the Steelers don't finish 3rd. Either one of us can bet right now.
What they
Steelers won't finish 3rd. We finishing 1st or 2nd.
Only way it changes is if injury happen to one of the quarterbacks.
Stop it, bro.
That's the only way I do it. If Deshaun or Joe get hurt, then then it got to be rescinded. But if they don't get hurt, I got the Browns and Bengals finish over y'all.
You had the Browns. You legit had the Browns.
Don't right, I do.
The Browns are in the league, man. They got Elijah Moore too. They got a lot there.
You don't have to be embarrassed in that.
You see the receivers? They got Elijah Moore. They got Amari Cooper. How much you want? They got Najee.
I'm dead serious. Man, come on, what you want to do? I'm with it. Okay. All
right.
I'm with it now.
After the break, we're gonna go into the association and talk.
And if Lamar go, y'all finish 4th.
See you after the break.
Lamar, but y'all finish.
With so much going on day to day, we lose track of what's important. Sometimes we get lost, we lose ourselves, and we forget that our personal care is important. Self-care is checking in on our physical and mental health and making sure we are using and putting good things into our bodies. It's when we take time, real time, to connect ourselves back to a beautiful, healthier, happier you. Join me and an expert lineup of speakers on April 1st as we teach you the real meaning of self-care. This will be an empowering and enlightening time to help you get and stay in tune with yourself. Invite a friend, invest in yourself, and let's all learn the true meaning of self-care. You need it, you deserve it. I can't wait to see you transform from the inside out.
Do you have something to say? Do you want your voice heard? Join the We Believe Global lineup. Be the star of your own show. For more info, call 800-492-5186, option number 1, or visit online at webelieve.global.
Welcome back, everyone. Moving to the association. LeBron James is back and ready to try to do a playoff push with the Los Angeles Lakers. They are currently locked in the play-in so far. I think at the 10th seed. Moving forward, there's still a chance that they might miss the playoffs. There's a chance they may make the 6th seed, and there's a chance they may be in the play-in. So, guys, I want to ask you guys, where do you see the Lakers at when the regular season ends?
Ooh, oh man. Honestly, I got to be honest because I just looked at the standings today. They got us at 10th, and I think the Lakers right above
9th. I think.
No, the Lakers 9th and OKC 10th. Then they got the Mavericks at 11th. So
they got New Orleans at 8th.
It's gonna
New Orleans got in there.
It's gonna come down to like the last 4 or 5 games.
It's only 7 games left.
It's only 7 games. So it's going.
No,
really,
this week.
We here.
No, this week really determines.
So let me tell you how this gonna go. I already talked to my boys in OKC. Shy told me, he said he getting in that thing regardless. He don't care how he do it. No, don't do that. We got the Lakers in our back pocket. If we see the Lakers right now, I will bet on it that we beat them. But that's not the case. What I'll say is, I don't think the Lakers gonna make it.
that they not even making the play in.
I don't think
the last 7 games.
Because what messed it up is the Mavericks went all the way down like that. But if I know Luka, I don't know what Kyrie got going on. It's messing up a whole. We're gonna talk about that.
Kyrie's journey.
Since Kyrie got there, a lot of things been messed up.
But I mean,
Jason Kidd can't coach 2 stars.
What?
I can't say that. I'm not gonna say that on Jason.
Rick Carlisle would have did a good job.
No, and the reason Rick Carlisle got out was because Luka was complaining about him. Do your research.
Okay, but with the Mavericks being at 11, I think OKC and the Mavericks are going to kick the Lakers right out, and it's going to hurt their feelings. But it had to happen. Bron got hurt, and that kind of hurt.
You really
the Lakers.
think OKC?
What? I really think OKC.
New Orleans a better team than OKC.
Do you know how many teams got that same exact? We 37-9, just like the Lakers, and I think
it's
the
like 5 teams.
and the Mavericks.
Lakers got a better team.
We all
and
have
the
the
Mavericks.
same. Huh? Check this out though. Look at
no
our,
stars.
Look at our record.
I shot a shot. No
why am I
stars.
saying our record? Look at OKC versus the Lakers.
They got a young bull that's finna be a star though. Jalen Williams.
You talking about for OKC?
Yeah.
Yes, Jalen
He's
Williams.
Gonna be a star.
Most definitely
He's gonna be a
legit.
star.
But we already got one, and that man name is Shot.
Y'all look at Chet. If
If
y'all had Chet, y'all had some hope. If y'all had Chet, y'all had some hope.
I'm not really the biggest Chet fan.
Don't do that. Honestly, right now, Chet has shown me that I don't know why we wasted the number one pick. We wasted the number one pick.
I think it's gonna be more injuries moving on.
We wasted it because we literally about to make the playoffs without him. We don't got Chris Paul. It's a young team and we willing to fight, and that's how we gonna make it. Shaden, I already told them boys, I got y'all putting y'all on my back. Who
is y'all last 7 games? Who is?
Check it out.
Cause
and that's all I got to say. Like I said, Lakers will get bumped out. They will be the 11th seed.
Because the Lakers last 7 games, they gotta play the Jazz twice. They gotta play T-Wolves, the Bulls,
it may be a chance
the Clippers,
if the
and the
Suns
Suns
stay around the same where they're 9th and 10th. Y'all might just see them for the play-in.
And I like odds. I promise you I do.
Ooh, y'all got it sweet. But till the last stretch, the Suns, the Warriors, and you know how Memphis coming. Last game.
We beat y'all last time we played. What are you talking about? You keep telling me how Memphis coming, then we play y'all and then shaking y'all 40.
They might get some hope because Memphis going to rest all their players going to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
call
it what you want.
They might rest, but
all they're doing is helping us get them playing. I don't care what you do. But if we being all honest, I want your boy to get out there because then I'm going to show you what he should have got did. Locked up. Yeah, and I'm putting my boys on him too.
Well, there's also a chance that they may see each other in the playoffs.
And if we see Memphis,
I'm going to Memphis.
And we see Memphis,
I'm going to the game.
I'm not betting, but I guarantee you we win 2 games.
Memphis.
We win 2. It's gonna go 6.
Man, Memphis might sweep them boys.
Nah,
bring your brooms out.
And when y'all come to OKC, don't think it's sweet.
Anyway, forget all you talking about. I see the Lakers going into the play-in game. LeBron said, and I quote last year, he would not miss another playoff game, and I'm betting on King James.
He deleted that tweet this year.
I'm still standing on what he said because you see they find John Morant on Instagram, they will find that tweet again. So
he deleted it.
He deleted it.
It will come back in the surface. Somebody screenshot it. But anyway, I see the Lakers going in like Bo does say. Austin Reed, AK-14, AR-15, whatever his name, he's scary. Austin Reed is scary, and Davis got to tighten up. AD got to play like New Orleans AD.
And when has it?
It's been a long dang time.
Okay.
It's been a long dang time, but he got to show up. He got to show why he's a superstar. And LeBron, I don't have to say nothing to LeBron. LeBron he gonna fit in just fine. It's gonna be right. But I need the role players. I need Rye. I need Vanderbilt. I need Beasley. I need D'Lo. Show me something. I need them guys to show me to get in the playoffs. That's all they got. That's all it takes. I'm pretty much already got Timberwolves going in because that boy Cat, he done came back with he came back strong, and I really don't want Memphis to see them that rematch. Because that's gonna be a dog fight. That's gonna be a dog fight.
I think Timberwolves
you know what time it is with my boy over there. And we real tight. He TMC too.
Hey, that's gonna be a dog fight.
He TMC.
I'm saying.
Oh, what?
I'm not rocking with him.
Man, I know.
Like I said,
y'all don't like Ant-Man because they compare.
If the Grizzlies play the Timberwolves again this year, I will not be attending the playoff game in Memphis. I'm sorry, I can't see another same matchup again. Timberwolves in Memphis. I would not be in attendance to that playoff series. I'll be going to see New Orleans play, but because New Orleans going. I don't know, man. Lakers or New Orleans, because I know Minnesota got a solid, but Lakers, LeBron got to have in his eye. Don't do too much. Play role players, but when it's time to that fourth quarter come, take over. Show me you, LeBron James. AD, show me why when you get wide open shots, when LeBron or somebody dishes out to you, you can knock them down.
I mean, to be honest,
and quit being soft.
I think that this is it's a toss up.
It's inevitable.
I don't see them getting the 6th seed. I'm gonna go and put that there. I do not see them getting there. I do not see them getting the 6th seed.
I never saw that.
I think the 3 teams that are there, I think they're pretty much locked in when it comes to that. The Warriors.
I think Dallas missed the playoffs.
I think the Warriors, the Clippers, and the Suns are gonna stay 4, 5, and 6. But moving to the play-in spot, I think the Lakers are probably. I'm leaning. To me, it's about 60. It's about really 45-55. For me, it's 45. I'm giving them a little more chance to make the play-in than to miss the playoffs all entirely. But I think they get knocked off in the play-in tournament. I think they'll get knocked off in the play-in tournament because it's a one-game thing, and we know that AD doesn't come to show up every night, and that's just what it's going to come down to. Anthony Davis. Forget everything else. It comes down to Anthony Davis. That's how far the Lakers are going to go. Because as we've seen, it don't matter if LeBron go for 30, they can still lose the game. It's only when Anthony Davis goes for those 35 and 15s and 37s and 18 type games that they win the ball game. Because his impact is now more conducive to winning than LeBron is.
But the problem is hard because he knows he's injury prone.
But the problem is that AD is inconsistent. But I think now that big picture though, it's time for Lakers to blow it up. It's time for them to blow this up after this year. It's time to go ahead and move Anthony Davis. These 7 games need to be to showcase Anthony Davis, get his trade value up, and over the offseason trade him.
You know who they setting up for?
What?
The big 3 in LA. LeBron, Bill, and Lillard. I can see it.
I'm not going. I don't think so. I don't think Bradley Beal's going nowhere from Washington. I think he's content. And I don't know what Damian Lillard what's going on, but I think he know what he signed up for when it comes to that. But when it comes to just the Lakers, it's time to blow it up. I think these 7 games, you showcase Anthony Davis and his trade value, get him high. He's not a guy that you can no longer put him around an older type player. LeBron James now is on average playing, giving you 50 to 55 games a season. That's what he's going to give you now every season. He's not going to be able to play 70 plus games. He's not going to be able to play on both ends of the floor at all times. He's not that type of player at this point of his career. So I think you need to move him. Honestly, a player that probably best suits him now would be for the Maverick with Luka Doncic, where he has a player that can play about 70 plus games a night, where he can still miss his games and they're still really good when that one star is out on the floor. So I just think that this is really the end all be all. The Lakers should just go ahead and blow it up. The days of appeasing LeBron James and his needs, I think those are over. 10 years ago, you could probably say that was that 10-year stretch he had at one point. You could say maybe I was right, but I don't think at this point it's not conducive to winning. You got to look at their last couple of years with appeasing LeBron and giving the roster that he wants. First round exit, missed the playoffs, and now both of those are also on the table for this year. So I just don't think that the Lakers are going to do too much. I know a lot of people are hyping them up as the most dangerous team in the West, but you got to think about it in this case. I think bad teams will never come and start winning games in the NBA. And I know, he's broken history before when it came to the NBA Finals, but I don't think that this is going to happen this year in the West. I don't think a bad team's going to suddenly become just the juggernaut and head and shoulders above everybody else in the West. I think they will get knocked off regardless, and I think in my opinion, I honestly want to say that they're still in this first round. The Lakers.
If they make it into the playoffs.
If they make it to the playoffs, I just see them giving the Nuggets a dog fight though.
A dog fight, but that's it though.
They're not beating the Nuggets.
I can't say
Davis not gonna be able to touch.
Honestly, with the Nuggets, and I'm not even trying to say because I like him. I think they will miss Russ against the Nuggets because Russ's best games this season. I've watched Russ this whole season. His best games come with the Nuggets because the Nuggets, they don't play too much defense and they really can't. They have a trouble guarding like real athletic type guards. Russ gets off every time when he plays the Nuggets. Even when he's on the Clippers, he's had good games and stuff. Has had a bad game against the Nuggets this whole season. So I think with that their pace slows down, and as we see now, D'Lo for some reason it seems to be injury prone. That's a bad sign. Angle now it's a hip injury. So he might be in and out of the playoffs. Throughout that tenure too. So we just got to see with that. I don't see them beating. I don't see them beating nobody.
Now Pat B is starting to ball a little bit, man. See the trade.
And if the Lakers lose any game right now before the play-in starts, it's gonna hurt them a lot.
It's gonna be up and down to the
Chicago Bulls game hurt them. That Bulls game hurt them. They come back and lose to the Bulls again, and which is not off the table because DeRozan had a okay night.
Let him get off.
He might get off in Chicago because
they fight for a spot too.
DeMar gave him about 44 in a game winner in Bryant's mouth.
They fight for a spot too, Chicago.
So I think it's very possible. I think it's very much on the table that they get knocked off though. I don't I think the West is still wide open. Now the Clippers, I want to say that I'm riding with them hardest, but that Paul George injury, only thing is just depending on his timetable. They say they might have to wait to get him unless they have to maybe get out the first round first, maybe to Paul George. I think is what I'm somewhat hearing. So if that's the case, it's gonna be tough depending on their matchup. I really would hope that I really want the Clippers to play the Kings first round because the Kings. They score, but they play no defense. If you really look at it, they don't play any defense. I feel like that's the perfect matchup for the Clippers to play.
Golden State they playing too. I don't not want to see them play Golden State first round either, man.
Yeah.
First round. A lot of teams that you had to see first round.
That's why I kind of
be an exit for y'all.
I kind of wish Grizzlies start losing games.
The way the playoffs set up now, the first round may be your hardest. May be your hardest opponent.
They might need to lose some game and get that 3 seed, man. Let the Kings have it.
It's gonna be a crazy playoffs when it comes to
just know
at all. But
once that first round get out there and they didn't clear the kids out the way, real basketball starts. So hopefully your boys make it.
So you say your boy gonna he come back tonight or tomorrow?
Man, you know he gonna make it. I ain't gotta talk about 7 or 35. We gotta talk about
look. If it's the Suns versus Clippers first round, ain't got Paul George.
If it's Suns versus Grizzlies, you know I'm there. I don't care what day it is.
35,
you know I'm there. The home game
gonna show up and show out.
I don't think it's a good matchup for the Grizzlies.
You don't have nobody that can guard him.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
He gonna foul out. He gonna foul out. And then after we get Jaren Jackson,
Dylan Brooks.
Then that's what I want. I want the one that like to talk because KD is going to humble him.
Who gonna guard Devin Booker then? Dylan Brooks guarding trying to guard KD.
Desmond Bain.
Do you not know?
He's straight. He all right.
Devin Booker is going to give him 40.
Desmond Bain all right.
But you know the real trouble going to be at the point guard position.
What? John might get locked up.
Gonna eat.
Oh, CP
John's gonna eat on CP3.
First round. What? First round playoffs for Chris Paul. He's always phenomenal.
That's not gonna be a first round matchup. That's gonna be like a second and third round matchup. Come on. And you know Chris Paul, he gonna be banged up.
And if it's
come on, man.
If it's second round,
come on now. Chris Paul 3.
Because Chris Paul shows out second round too. It's always the third round.
It is always a leg injury too. Chris Paul 3 in the playoffs.
You got
he be good all year. But when the playoffs come, Chris Paul.
Hey, man. You got CP.
And stay for him. Now with him.
You got CP for 2 rounds. That's all KD needs.
That's all they need, huh?
They're gonna have campaign over there because Cripple Paul ain't gonna hold up in the playoffs. Watch what I tell you.
Slim Reaper.
But I will say, honestly though, I think the West is really weak this year though. Let's just be honest, man. Let's just keep it a stat.
I mean, a lot of teams don't want to see the Celtics.
I see a Grizzlies Celtics rematch in the finals.
Rematch.
And do you
How
think?
about a rematch?
And I'm talking about, do you really think y'all got a chance with the Celtics?
No.
Be a dog fight.
Oh.
Man, bro, they're probably gonna put y'all in 5.
It's a
That
lot
might
of teams.
sweep y'all.
It's a lot of teams I don't want to see out the East. The Celtics,
The Bucks, the Heat. Y'all really don't want to see
the Sixers. The Sixers, y'all might get the Sixers.
They can beat the
Maybe the
Y'all
Sixers.
can beat the Sixers.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I ain't gonna lie. Jerry Jackson he gonna foul out every game. Gonna get
And then
He gonna foul out
time
every
out,
game.
who y'all got for Harden? Because you know what time it is.
I'm not worried about Harden.
Hard to choke.
No, Harden good for
Harden.
2 rounds.
I'm not worried
The
about
first
Harden.
2
We
rounds.
talking about the finals. We talking about NBA finals. Hit
NBA
choke.
I'm
finals.
not worried about Harden.
Grizzlies aren't making the NBA
But I
finals.
say this though, in the East, there's 2 teams.
Grizzlies versus
There's
Celtics.
2 teams in the East that I don't sleep on. Is
Oh, Cleveland.
the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Y'all don't want to see them.
And I want D Book to go back on Mitchell. I want that matchup too.
No, the Cleveland and the Heat. Don't sleep on neither of
I
them two
got. I
teams.
might have the Celtics first round.
Hey, it is what it is. It is what it
It's
is.
gonna be hard. It's a hard
The
fought
East,
battle, yeah.
it don't matter what rank set you rank. If
You have to.
But I
You
know.
gonna have to
But,
win.
but I know one guy ain't gonna show up that game. He know too. Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry comes off the bench now.
And guess what? That's perfect for Cal because he getting a little old. But I guarantee you, when he get in that playoffs,
He gonna be with.
You gonna get everything you need
He gonna be
out
like
of
UD. Just watching.
he know. Yeah. Kyle Lowry know what time it is. If he don't do nothing now, it's a wrap.
He gonna be like UD mentoring.
I doubt it, bro. Kyle Lowry will retire with the Toronto Raptors today if he knew it was gonna be like that. He wants to hoop.
But I mean, we really tried to get him out.
And you couldn't.
Yeah, there's a reason why we couldn't.
Man, what's the reason?
Nobody wanted him. That's why.
Okay, so drop him.
We
If it's
stuck
that-
with him.
if
We were
it's that-
stuck with him.
If he's that bad, drop him.
We did what we the best we could.
They should've got- they should've got Fred VanVleet on Kyle Lowry.
on the bench, and that's what we might look for in free agency. We might drop Kyle Lowry and pick up Fred, just like what the Raptors did. Drop Kyle Lowry and promote Fred. That's what we probably need to do. Follow a page in the Raptors book when it comes to that. But I mean, in the East, there's a lot of guys I like because I mean, I'm not gonna be mad that Celtics make the finals because
Me neither.
you know how my boy JT comes.
And what school he went to? Real blue blood. Duke.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
that's the only- that's
Duke boy.
the only
Watch
25
out for Orlando Magic
That's
next year.
all
Watch out for Orlando Magic next
Play
year.
like 4 games, bro. You really.
He's a Duke. He went
Play like
to
4
Duke.
games.
Hey,
Play like 4 games.
watch out for Orlando
RJ
next year.
Barrett.
Yeah, aight.
I mean, he not the best player on the
Yeah,
team.
aight. He's solid.
RJ Barrett is trash.
JJ
He's
Redick?
aight. He aight.
He like that.
What?
JJ Redick.
Role player.
JJ like
What
that.
did he win though? And I don't like. I mean, I like JJ Redick. I like him, but I don't like his takes on the older NBA. I think he disrespects them a little too much. But
We ain't talking about how he is as a reporter.
yeah, okay. I mean, as a player, okay, cool. I mean, cool. He had some good runs, but did he get?
Nah, he ain't got nothing.
Okay then. All right, y'all. No,
Kyrie got one, though.
No, yeah, he did. But 4 games with Duke. Do you really call him a? You know,
He committed and he
on now.
went to
You
Duke.
can't come
He
with
went to
Duke
school
player.
that whole year.
You can't come with
He
Duke
went to
player.
school that
Like
whole
4
I ain't
year.
gonna lie, you can't come with Duke player.
4 games.
Time
4
out.
games
Don't
got
you,
hurt.
you don't say nothing about what
I'm
we
just
got
keeping it
going
real.
on.
Let's keep it real.
You don't even know what team I'm like.
we-
Hey,
Go
hey,
ahead.
Coach K couldn't even really coach him for real.
Go ahead.
Are you serious?
We gonna go
No,
ahead
you
and-
serious?
Summer workouts, spring,
We'll go
fall
ahead and
workouts.
show.
That's it.
You talking about he can't coach Kyrie, but he coached Michael.
Go ahead.
Dream team.
We'll go ahead
Okay.
and put it down at
Okay.
the show. We're not doing the HBCU swag topic today.
Coach K
So,
coached him more in U.S. ball
he
more than
will.
Duke.
We'll see y'all next Tuesday. We out of here. UNC did take Coach K out the last game.